I'm still just arriving. I flew in from teaching in Italy last night, and then was in France for the last 6 days with my mama. So I'm literally still arriving, and it feels so good to be here. This is the best welcome back party ever. So thank you all for coming. Yeah, and my art got here before I did, thanks to Neo and the amazing team here. Thank you, Kevin, for inviting me to be here. It's such an honor to share art, to share what flows through me. Art has always been part of my journey ever since I can remember. Creativity has been my best friend. It has been my lifeblood. It has been my constant. And it has always been there for me and to teach me how I want to walk in the world. I truly believe that art is medicine. Creativity is medicine. This is a way that we can find our way back to ourselves. And it doesn't need to be some beautiful picture that hangs in a museum or on your feature wall of your home. It doesn't need to be some heady conceptual piece that hangs in a contemporary art museum and has a big, long statement about how it's deconstructing the political constructs of yada yada. It doesn't need to be anything other than how we navigate our day. It can be simple. It can be how we cook food. It can be the songs we sing to our children as they fall asleep. It can be the doodles you do in the sand that you allow the tide to come and wash it away. It can be homes we built or structures that are created to gather in, like this. It can be so subtle, right down to planting a garden. Not that that's subtle, that's huge. Thank you to the farmers. It can be anything, and it can also just be in how we observe the world. There is creativity that is available through attention, through paying attention, through savoring little moments, beautiful little moments that in our day-to-day, everyday, rush, scroll life we would otherwise miss. But when we can really inhabit a moment and look around and notice little details, maybe it's sitting at a traffic light and noticing the way that the water beads down the windshield. Maybe it's walking the path to work and noticing the color of the leaves as they start to shift in the seasons and how they create this pattern. Noticing the art of the world around us is creative. Listening to music is creative. Looking at art is creative. Because with all of our unique perspectives and observations comes all of the stories that came before us and all of the unique ways that we are present in our very own unique perspective of these divine starseeds that are inhabiting this world. And only you can see the way you see. So yes, it's true, only you can paint the way you paint, and only you can dance the way you dance. Only you can sing the way you sing. We can learn steps from other teachers. We can imitate. We can find new ways to do things, but only you can see the way that you see. I'll never know what the world looks like through anybody else's eyes but mine. There's a really cool thing about holograms. And if you think of the most basic hologram is a reflection. So often I tell my students, when we're talking about reflections and perspectives and all of these very interesting components that make up a composition, reflections, if you imagine a clear lake that you can see across, and you can see all the trees are standing upright across the lake, and you can see all of those reflections. Every single one of those trees will point towards you in the reflection. They don't go straight down. So just like when you're on a boat and you see the sun over the water, and the whole time you're moving, that reflection of the sun is pointing towards you. It follows you. The universe is always watching. It's always shining its light only for you. And so your friend is standing next to you and saying, no, it's pointing at me. And yes, that's true too. But I'll never see. We can stand as close as we possibly can, and I'll never see the world through your eyes. So I really invite you in every moment that you can think of it. And it will get easier, I think, as we can allow ourselves to slow down ever so slightly, moment to moment, and really inhabit these moments, that how we can observe the world. Observe just the pattern that these candles were laid out, or the beautiful trees. All of these little details that have gone into creating this space, all of the little details that are constantly at play in the world outside, of the birds and the sounds and the seasons constantly shifting. It's all creativity in motion. It's perpetual creativity that is older than time itself and will continue on far past our existence. Our bodies are creativity in constant motion. From the moment we materialize of fertilization, conception, our bodies begin to grow and develop, and until our final breath, even beyond, as we continue into the mycelial world and get decomposed, we are constantly making new cells. We're constantly building new connections in our minds, in our hearts, in our patterns. Creativity is always, always at play. And I truly believe that we can tap into that creativity no matter what we're doing. So many people, looks like I'm out of time. That video is long. Okay. So I really want to invite you to inhabit each moment, to give yourself creative permission. This is the number one key that I offer. And please come and visit throughout the weekend. I'm going to be painting over there. I started a piece just this morning. And see what it invites within yourself. Only you can paint like you. Only you can sing like you. And only you can see the world through your eyes. So creative permission is the biggest gift you can give yourself. Thank you for being here. Thank you for witnessing. Thank you for being you.